Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. Welcome back to the show, Jim.
Thank you very much.
You just brought out a new news release. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it's it brings up the Chico Project in Saskatchewan, which we intend to drill this winter, actually in February. It basically gives us something to do through the winter, because the Golden Triangle is basically all but shut down now. It has a relatively short season, 4 to 5 months. We ended that program back in the end of October, beginning of November, with a news release basically showing the world that we've got a discovery there. We've got to go back next year. It's going to be a big year. We've discovered a zone that, it's a very broad zone. It's, let's call it 100 meters wide. And all the three holes that hit it all have a narrow, high-grade core that varies up to, 14 meters wide. So it's a big, rich core. You've got examples would be 10.9 grams over 12 meters, 2.9 grams over 14 meters, and 6.7 grams over 10 meters as well. But those were very highly mineralized. One of them was actually, it was about a quarter gram over 380 meters. So it's a big zone, and it runs across the Forrest curve, like basically cross-cuts the Kerr fault. And that's what you want to look for. That Kerr fault acts like an engine for the region, and it's it's a massive fault. So you get these splays that come off it, and you could have real good high grade gold, real good high grade silver. You're going to get copper. You can find all kinds of interesting things there. But that season's ended. The market basically sells off at the end of the season up there, as we did, as a few of the other companies have done. And now we're looking at Saskatchewan. We're gearing up for that now. I've just done a very large IP survey. I'm just getting, and I'll put on the website soon, the 3D version of this IP survey. It coincides and coordinates very nicely with all the historic work that's been done on the Chico Project. It's going to be coincidental with a lot of the old and historic and even sampling from the last few years. There's trenching. The sampling is extremely, what would you call, highly anomalous. Even the historic numbers are. The historic drilling is very good. You've got quarter ounce and half ounce intercepts from way back in the days of Corona and when Cameco was looking for gold and that sort of thing. This project is located just south of the old Claude Resources ground, which has now been bought by Silver Standard, and they've now picked up all the ground between the Chico Project and the CB and Santoy deposits, called the Fisher Project, and they look at that as tremendous exploration upside, because you've got this big regional structure that runs north-south called the Tabinor Fault, and you've got all these splays coming off it, not unlike the Forrest Kerr Fault, or the Kerr Fault in the Golden Triangle. So we've got locations ready to drill. We're just doing a few more things to make sure our targets are as good as they can be. And then we're ready to go in February.
Jim, for people who have just tuned in, can you maybe give us a bit of a background about Aben Resources?
Well, Aben Resources it's a gold exploration company, mineral exploration company. We've got 3 great projects. The Forrest Kerr, obviously, in the Golden Triangle, will be our primary project. It'll be a big project next year. The Chico Project's in Saskatchewan, very favorable jurisdiction for exploration. And then we've got a third project in the Yukon tied right on to Golden Predator. It's called the Justin Project, and we did a little bit of work up there this summer. I've got a news release coming out in the next couple of days that'll describe what we did there, but we have, through a sampling and trenching program, we've come up with what we think is going to lead us to a very high-grade hydrothermal vein system, and we're really quite excited about it. And it won't be unlike maybe what they found at Three Aces. So we'll see where that takes us.
Jim, can you tell us where Aben is traded and under what symbols?
We're traded on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol ABN, and the pink sheets in the States, in the United States, ABN AF. Excuse me. We've got about 53 million shares outstanding, and I am just putting finishing touches on the new numbers for the fully diluted, but it should be around 80 million. We've had a lot of warrants come down.
Jim, how can people contact you and get more information?
I can be contacted at or through info@abenresources.com. The website is www.abenresources.com.
We've been speaking with Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. Thanks a lot for the update, Jim.
You bet. Thank you anytime.
We were speaking on December 12th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at howstreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.